picking a niche is actually very, very important. The right niche could make or break your membership site. There are thousands of potential niches that you could choose from, literally thousands. But you've got to make sure you pick the right one for you and for what you want to create. Now, any group that meets up or gathers together can be an effective target for a membership site. So this could be, sports fans, enthusiasts for a car or other vehicle. Any group that wants to get together is something that could be targeted for a membership site. Now, different groups of people will have different requirements for how the information is presented to them. Some groups want video, some want books, others will want it in combination. But you've got to understand the niche, you've got to understand what they have, what available to them, and what the niche wants. Look at the successful products within the niche, and that will help you understand what formats to use. But when you pick a niche, you do need to understand what they want. Spend some time researching the niche, understanding what the problems are people have in that niche, what issues they have, what solutions they're looking for, and what do they want. Ultimately, the success of your membership site relies on you being able to give your members what they want. And of course, once you've picked a niche, you need to watch the next video and determine which membership model is the best one for that niche. Now, again, I can't tell you the right or wrong answer. It depends upon what you have, what you want to present to them, and how you want to run it. There is no right or wrong answer. There's only what you do, and that's the right answer. So you've got to determine which model is best for you. But what your focus is when you create a membership site, you're focusing on giving them value. The more value you give them, the more they will stay members, the more satisfied they will be, the more they'll talk about your site to other people. So always give them plenty of value. What you want to do is look at popular forums, social networking groups, or Google or Yahoo groups, places like that, and find niches within there. You'll find plenty of ideas for niches. In fact, these sort of forums and groups are ideal in a way because you can often find some good information in there to provide to your membership site. And potentially, forum owners and social networking group owners and the Google and Yahoo group owners, they're all potential joint venture partners much later on down the line. So it's worth having a look through these places and finding some ideas for niches from there. Other favourite areas are Amazon bestsellers, eBay Pulse, and other traditional niche research tools. Now, I'm not going to sit and show you how to research a niche here. That's outside of the scope of this video course, but there are plenty of other courses that will show you that. But you want to find, look in these sources, because these sources will give you some ideas for potential niches. You then obviously need to go to Google and do some research to understand, are there buyers in the niche? Will it work as a membership site? But you will find some great ideas there. But what you're after is providing the solution to the problem, instead of it being an ebook or a video course, as a membership site. How can you do that? And remember, you can just use a membership site as a delivery mechanism for your product. That's perfectly valid. And then you can get people coming back to your membership site in order to get updates and unadvertised bonuses and so on and so forth, in which case you market to them other offers through your login offers and one-time offers. That is perfectly acceptable. Don't get caught up in the fact that a membership site has to be, recurring monthly products and information. That's one of the models. It doesn't have to be that way. You can quite literally present any old, like the course like this could be sold as a membership site, because then what members find is that you email them and they get the bonuses over a period of weeks, maybe, and you display them login offers and one-time offers in order to increase your revenue. But think about it. Can you turn the solution to the problem into a course, for example? Could it become like a training course? People go to adult education classes, evening classes. Could you turn your potential product into a training course and charge them, so much per month for 6 months access, something like that? That's perfectly valid as well. But sometimes when you're picking a niche and deciding how it will work as a membership site, sometimes you need to step outside of your box and have a think. And what you'll often find if you do that, you'll get some very, very good ideas and some inspiration. But once you've picked your niche, your next step is to determine what format membership site you're going to create. All of the decisions we've been talking about in the last few videos are pretty much interrelated, because the format that you want to present your information in may well help determine which script you use. If you want to present it in a certain format, there may only be certain scripts that support that format. So you need to understand what format you want to present the information in. Whatever format you choose, it has to be suitable for your niche. Remember, your niche may or may not respond to particular formats of information, so make sure it's something your niche is interested in. Now, the first is what's been termed a fixed term membership. A fixed term membership is a really, really great idea. It's a good idea for an autopilot business because the content's delivered over a fixed term. So I can either use a script, or the more popular one is to use an autoresponder. If it's a 6-month course with content delivered each week, all you do is you preload your autoresponder. Members sign up, become a member, sign up to the autoresponder, and then they get delivered the content over a 6-month period. So it's very, very good. The autoresponder sends it out once a week. No more involvement from you. You can concentrate on marketing it or on other businesses. So the content is sent out each day or each week or each month, depending upon what you're going to do. I wouldn't recommend sending it out once a month for a fixed term membership. That sort of thing. A fixed term membership tends to be a bit more intensive. It tends to be once a week, simply because you're keeping more in contact with your members. You're more interactive with them then, and you're constantly reminding them that you're there and you're someone that they want to do business with. You either bill a weekly, monthly for that fixed period of time. I'd recommend billing monthly. This is very much a psychological issue more than anything else. A lot of people don't like to pay for things weekly. If you bill them weekly, it seems like a lot. You may only be billing them $5 or $10 a week, but they may think, well, that's an awful lot. I'm paying lots of money very often. Whereas if you bill them on a monthly cycle, they're used to being charged monthly. If you think about it, most of your bills you pay monthly. Your mortgage or rent, you typically pay monthly. So people are used to monthly payments. So monthly payments are often much, much better for this. Now, obviously, they're paying in advance. So you bill them now, that's for the next month's content. So fixed term memberships are very, very good because of that. Now, the other option is a one-off payment. So this is where you basically they pay once for lifetime access. So again, this would be a good model for delivering a product, for example. It's great for any content which isn't delivered over time. So if you're just delivering a product, or you just want to get people into a site so that they can become members and you can market to them, a one-off payment is perfect. It pretty much can be used for any product in order to make your buyers much more active. Now, the next option is monthly payment. Now, fixed term memberships can often be monthly payments, but they are for a fixed term. Monthly payments often tend to be pretty much until they're cancelled. So it could be for a fixed term, or typically in the example here, it's recurring until the buyer leaves your site. The content typically will be delivered via some sort of script. It'll either be drip fed by the script or added manually by yourself every month or every period of time when they're expecting it. Monthly payment is good for things like a PLR or a resale rights membership. Those fit very nicely into the monthly payment model. Or pretty much any site where content is going to be delivered over a long period of time, and there's always going to be new things added. Maybe an interview site, or a sports team site, or social networking site, something like that. They can often work well as monthly payments. The other formats, again, these are ideas. If you're in the internet marketing niche, you may want to look at a private label rights site where you sell private label rights products. You can either create them yourself or outsource them. Bear in mind, if you're outsourcing them, you have to be able to recoup the cost for that from your members. Master resale rights sites, or a combination of the two. Those tend to work very, very well indeed. You can also create social networking sites. Create social networking niche sites and then charge for different levels of membership. That's a very, very good idea as well. Or the final option is product delivery or training sites. How to look after your hamster, how to restore your classic Mustang, whatever it might be. Things like that. How to train your horse. All of these could be potential formats. There's a lot of ideas here and a lot of information, and you need to sort of clarify in your head what options you're going to pick, basically. Which format's going to work for you, which formats work for your niche, how can you package the information in such a way that it fits nicely into a membership site. And to be honest, that's the big questions. How do you do that? And if you can answer that, then you're ready to start marketing and setting up your membership site. And sometimes you need to think about it a little. So it's worth spending the time in the planning stage. Don't get caught up in planning and never actually take action. But spend some time in the planning stage and think about how you are going to run your membership site. And that will give you an idea of how it all fits together. It's very, very interlinked, and all the decisions affect each other. So it's not all going to suddenly become crystal clear when you say, right, I'm using this script, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. They're all very interrelated, so they'll influence each other significantly. But decide which format suits yourself and suits your niche, and then you're ready to go and start setting up your membership site, driving traffic, recruiting members, and most importantly, earning.